dramatically for a little bit. Stop standing on heads. Hello everyone, this is Fallen Dice and welcome back to Get Off My Lawn, my shotgun's only playthrough of 7 Days to Die in the version 2.3 experimental release. We are stuck in our house again. Yet again, we are hit with the problem of storms. I'm curious, how protected am I if I go out to my... because how would this affect a horde? Wow. Okay. I don't remember if I showed this in the previous episode, but we did add this.
Incoming enemies. Prepare
So right
for
now
conflict.
we've got basically like 300 ammo, and if I come back out here, it handles them pretty quick. Done. Done. The annoyance that was having to go out here every time I heard that fence is... it's amazing. So we're going through stuff. So there is the truck. It is almost done. It is almost ready. I hope the storm doesn't last for too long. I have been working on getting more steel. Again, like we talked about, we have nowhere else to go after this. So I'm not concerned with using too much of resources. There is no reason to save resources. I wish I could. I needed to mine. Got ammo working here. Again, this was so we could make some more 9mm. What I really wanted to do, I've got 4 stacks of 100 here, so that's like 487 on top of the 300 I have there. And then I do have some regular shotgun. I have ammo here. So it's going to be kind of like this combination of going between the slugs where I can, and then switching over to the shotgun shells where I can't. Let's see. Let's drop you in here. I have forged iron here. I don't think that's going to be enough to make much. Like if I did have the crucible in here, 25. I think we're just going to go ahead and go with the iron because I don't have a lot of that. Alright, this one would be like 100, so I'm probably going to need to switch that up here. God, I wish there was a way to undo these and be able to get them, some way of unpacking or something. Like if I just scrap it, all I do is get the brass. Now that might not be a super bad idea because the traders just will not take this 7.62 ammo. So if I scrapped you, it doesn't take that long actually. It gives me a decent amount that I can put towards my 9mm. And I can't use this either, so that's worth 220. I'm not really concerned with money right now. I've got a lot of it. Yeah, I'm sitting on 33,000. I wish I had done something to make like a local mine, because I don't think I've even done a mine here. Hold on. Yeah, I don't think I have yet. So looking over here, we got a bunch of lead. Nearby, iron, nitrate, iron, lead. Looking for stuff with like a high amount in between near it. Because I'm not doing another POI today. We're not repeating that mistake from the last time where we were running through that tier 5 army post and definitely, yeah. All right. I mean, this kind of seems like I could reach up there to get that. I just wish there was a spot where I had more of the other thing. Okay, storm's over. Alright, what do I have in my inventory? I was waiting on some things to finish. I would like to take this out, actually. So right now, if I wanted to make 9mm, I could make another 236 before running out of the bullet casing. Not doing much to my gunpowder. So we'll go with that for now. We're gonna use all the stuff from in here. Put you guys into there. Okay, I need to get a bunch of gas. The other thing we're gonna have to do when we get back is we gotta do a bunch of upgrading of blocks. Okay, and then, alright, where do I want to go? Okay, let's get over to here, and then we're gonna go cutting across. I know I need nitrate. I know I've got it there. Let's see if there's any other place I get. If I can find nitrate close to something else, that's more of what I really, really want, is to be able to do more than just one thing. Oh, I'm forgetting how bad the handling is with this thing. Okay, tons more lead. I think I'm gonna go up this way, turn around, and come back the other way. I don't want to be gone all the day, because we have some work we gotta do. Alright, well, I searched and I searched and I searched, and I uncovered a decent chunk of the map, but this is still where we're heading. Is the only nitrate spot that I saw. That doesn't mean that there can't be nitrate underground in other places, but unfortunately this is the one place I know where it's at. So we're gonna have to, there's the nitrate, so we need to kill a few things really fast. And I forgot one thing I was gonna do. I was actually going to try and make another tier 6 shotgun so that I could do better with, oh god, I keep forgetting about that. What's going on now? This shotgun just destroys the ground. Okay, as per usual, we're gonna start a ways away, dig our way down to it, so hopefully we can get a little bit decent space underground. And I do have the concrete blocks with me this time, which means I could actually place more of a deterrent in the way of the zombies coming down to get me than previously. So once I determine my spot, my height, let's go down one more. Yeah, it looks like we got a lot here. So now I can basically, because I can break this down really fast. So let's say I put that there. He just jumped right into me, of course, and then almost knocked me out of the thing. But I can put another one up. Okay. And now I hopefully they'll have to beat through it to get to me, so we'll see what happens. Okay, we've got 10 Gs. Alright, I think we're good there. Oh, you did make it through. Cool. And you made my work easier. Good now on nitrate. We'll get that cooking. See how much longer is left on the fuel. Because what I'd like to do is get the gunpowder cooking. Yeah, I didn't really get any iron from there. Okay, got more. Another 117 cooking. You're not in range yet? No, you're not. Okay. He stopped short of getting to where I was, so yeah. Kind of surprised we haven't had more visitors. We are making a lot of noise. Okay, so we've got one of these. Alright, I'm gonna scrap you for now, put you in afterwards. Alright, bullet tips, bullet casings. Oh, I used them all up in there. Okay, I was getting confused. I'm like, where's all my... That is all I have right now. Right, let's come back over here. Unlock. There you go. You're almost full. I think we're good on 9 mil now. Everything else we have needs to go towards... Whoop. Shotgun. You're not making anything, so if I do boxes, I can do 12 boxes. Ooh. We have a bunch of stuff still cooking. So I'm going to take a break on that so we can go out here. I switched it up. I forgot I have 2 chem stations, so I've got them both kind of working at the same time. Got a loot bag. Alright, we'll place some of the shotgun I just used. Alright, so my first thing I want to do is I need to make sure I strengthen this. So it's going to be 2 sets of blocks here that really need to be strengthened. Where I'm going to be shooting at. If I can get a little further, you're going to see this damage there. As well as this one. I wish I could do two layers of steel, but you can't. Okay. I shouldn't be banging there. But I should probably be upgrading all this. Anywhere they're going to be banging on my base. Can I reach all the way over there? Oh, gloriously. Okay, and then same thing, we want to make our path. For whatever reason, they like to start banging on things around here. So my biggest fear, again, is my shotgun. I already used all my grief. Yikes. Yep, good thing we're cooking more. We got lots of nitrate still. Now coal is the next thing, and I do have coal marked off somewhere. I found it. Up there. I don't know if there's anywhere else closer. Why are you screaming? Well, we'll see if we actually get a horde. And I think that's pretty much the closest. They're not very. That might be. Yeah, you don't find them as much. Oh, there's another one there. How close is that to my base? That one's probably the closest. We got a bunch of streamers too. Why do you guys seem so much taller all of a sudden? This definitely seems like seems like a screamer. Oh, jeez. And I mentioned too, the best thing is I can actually reach out and I can repair all these. So throughout the Horde night, if they start getting a little more damaged, I have the capability of repairing everything. I need to make sure I save steel for myself, but there was a couple other things that I wanted. So you're still making, well, the myself is for repairs. Okay, that should be good. That's good there. Again, I do wish I had more steel to work with, but we've got the important things. Ooh, that's what we haven't done yet. Okay. Haha. Okay, we're going to put these on face. So I always meant to go back and complete this project here, but I never quite did. So that gives us a bunch more support on all of our pillars, so I'm not worried about these getting destroyed. They can destroy these, which are just extra kind of bonus support, and still leave the main one inside. And even if they go through and get the middle one, it's still supported by all these other ones. Let's go see what Trady has. So we're gonna kind of stick everything, get everything put away. All right, we're ready to go over here to Trady. Luckily, he's just across the road.
Remember, Trader Joel's if you
All
need
systems
armor.
go. How may I help?
Okay, 45,000. I'm gonna buy that steel right now just because that's what we're trying to get a lot of, and that helps. A little more 9mm. A little bit of time left before the Horde.
Master, we are not
At
alone.
least we're not having to go do a another move after this. Lift that open. So can I fully fill you up now? Is that enough? Nope. But again, we're still sitting pretty. For ammo-wise, basically, I've got this chest over here. So I've got 600 there. I've got more of that. I got the stuff to repair. Actually, I need to include concrete and steel as far as for repairs. And let's grab all of you guys, all the repair stuff. I don't see myself using much. If I do, I can just come in here and grab it. It is horde time.
I've got a bad feeling
I'm
about
not a big
this.
fan in the fact that I would like to turn you off for now. Not the fences. Oh shit, I did turn off the fences. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Where was your switch? Oops. I thought I had a switch for you too. Okay, I can go into here and just unlock ammo. I don't want you shooting yet. Make the noises for being out of ammo, which I prefer. Or I could actually do this. Right now you're not. Okay. Oh jeez. Again, headshots. It's the one good. All right. I always say it's the one good thing. No, there's many good things about this right now. So, being that it's slugs, less chance of setting him off. And we'll see, hoping we get some good loot bags on this one. I don't know if the loot bag drops on the pathing, I can grab it.
Master,
If it falls
we
to
are
the
not
ground,
alone.
I'm just at the mercy of it not disappearing. I don't want to go straight up here because that's when I get blasted by the cops early. I love how they kind of push each other across. Sometimes I do. Okay, what are you doing and why? Okay, it came up. Right, good. So I think if in those cases I need to. Interesting. I think that happens when they get too close to the wall because it's centered and they shouldn't be able to, but apparently sometimes they do. And you are just stuck in the corner right now. And they can die of electrical shock. That is a possibility as well. It seems to be what usually happens to these guys in the corner. Hit him in the leg. You guys are pretty easy to kill when you jump like that at me. Say this is actually really working. And watch this. If I want to, let me reload you. And this is why I was saying this is actually cool because you can use it as a melee as well. I think I have to hit.
I've got a bad feeling about
I'm
this.
gonna say that now. It's not doing what I want it to. Okay. Apparently, it doesn't want to work on power shots, which means I might have to do it the sideways to be able to get it that way. If I have to use this for a melee type of one, I will look at doing that, because I think that might be part of the issue. Oh my goodness, how did I already... Okay, that doesn't do any damage to... Yeah, see, this is the problem with these rounds of ammo. Okay, I thought I did this. Yep. Probably need to look into repairing. Get this done. Yep. Yep, that one had started getting damaged. Okay, Grony, I need you to come over here. Come here. I need you out of my way. Come here. There we go.
Ready for duty.
Stay
I'll
here.
get it
Thank
done.
you. Alright. Technically, I probably should have switched them over to turn it on this guy while I was at it. So now I can come over here,
Master, we are not alone.
copy, put it in. Do this guy first. Making me wish I had. I'm not sure why. There's got to be somebody here that's causing them to. Mine. Another demolisher. Again, demolishers aren't that scary here. Something. Okay, there's a guy laying there. Yeah, when they do that, they step up and get a little bit bigger. But I've already been able to fix the broken blocks. Another reason why I like this design. Everything is within range. All these blocks are within range. So if I pay attention early, I can get them fixed. But if not, I can always get them replaced. Problem, obviously, is the fact that this penetration goes right through everything. I don't have to reload very often, so I keep forgetting. When I get a break, I gotta reload. Usually those guys are the spiders. Alright, we're already to midnight, so you know what? Go ahead and just let you go. Let you have fun. I'll keep an eye on you. And if you're getting close to running out of ammo, I'm going to slow you down because I do want you for afterwards. Your biggest benefit for me is saving me from having to come out here every time I hear a zombie. Go back in here. I was going to try to go back in here. The best way for this to work would be for, you know, only having to hit them when it's in this open door area. It just doesn't work that way. Yeah, we'll just keep. This is the area which my shotgun is doing the most damage. This isn't damage from the zombies. This is damage from me. Yeah, these traps are pretty legit. Now I know all the points into the tech stuff helps with like putting out the junk turrets and everything. I don't know if it helps with the experience and damage of these kind of turrets or not. I don't think it does. Alright, keep it coming, guys. So far, anything you guys wanted to throw at me, I'm handling.
Master, we are not alone.
And fairly easily. And again, these repairs are not hard. I haven't seen what they're doing to my ramp yet. So we'll check that out in the morning, I guess. I wonder, since this is kind of inside, if I put up a second layer around in these corners where I'm hitting on the outside, that would probably help me out a little bit. Okay, why? Okay, you must have fallen off. I'm like, where did you go and why? What I don't want them to do is thinking that they can go through here as an easier path to get to me. Okay. This must be a new wave because it slowed down dramatically for a little bit. Okay, stop standing on heads. Let's see how we're doing in here. Luckily, while I'm doing these things, the turret is still handling things for me. How close? Oh, yeah. Okay. For now. Alright, I'm gonna turn you off for a little bit. Again, I want to make sure that there's still plenty of ammo in there for once the Horde's done to deal with the uninvited guests throughout the day. I do like this design. So I think it's different depending on your playstyle. So I think for a melee build, we would want these flipped vertically, or 90 degrees, so that the attacks could go around. We might have to look for a different block altogether. I'm pretty sure if I was using like a fist-only kind of thing, I would be just fine with it like this. And if I don't want a power attack, I am just fine like this. But it's when I go with the power... I guess if you're in the middle... I'd have to see. It'd be interesting to see how this works running an actual melee. So whether it's clubs or batons. Sledges, I think sledges would have problems with this, which is when I would have to kind of switch things up a little bit. Ooh, wow. See? Man, I do so much damage to these things. That's why I love it when I can line it up with that hole there. That's why I keep moving a lot. And if I moved more, I think it would even less damage to these blocks. Some of these don't want to allow me to. Okay, 134. Ticking along. So far we've gotten 1 level or 2 levels. I know our game level's getting crazy. So game level is 63. Game stage is not that crazy. 300,830. 13 deaths. Am I missing a death? I'm trying to remember what the last time I put on the counter was. Oh, the next one, if it happens, I'll know to put 14. The only problem with trying to line up with the hole is when they push each other, because it gets hard to be able to catch them. Been playing the Undead Legacy on my stream, and I usually get excited when I get like a book that I don't need, because I can turn that into knowledge. Vanilla, I mean, you can read it, I guess, to get experience, which I probably, for the stuff, I've been throwing away a lot of books that or selling a lot of the books that I've completed. What I should be doing on those is reading them, because I do believe it just gives you straight up experience for reading a book that you've already maxed out. Which would definitely help us get more levels and more skill points. Got a punch at me, so I mean sometimes they can survive the electricity. Not as many though, especially not as many as are in mods. And they get things that are bonused, buffed, you know, to not be affected by specific. Yeah, it's definitely a different way because I didn't have cops before. Be interested to see how many bags I've actually got. Doesn't feel like I've gotten a lot, unfortunately. There we go. Push through. 230. Again, I've said it before, and I know I missed them that time. But just for the times that I don't miss them, again, I think that if you get hit, especially a headshot when you're doing something, you should get interrupted. You shouldn't just be able to keep doing it. Okay, so far, no plague spitters, no frostballs. I'm pretty sure that mod I have in doesn't affect hordes. I think it's just the general ones you find as you go. One cop fell down. There he is. Oh, there's another one. Getting quite a few cops on this wave. I don't know if anybody else is excited that football's finally back. You know, there's a lot of games. I'm recording this on Thursday, so right now there's some games that are actually live, college games. I think NFL doesn't start for another week yet. I'm excited because our first game is against Detroit. Packer fan, if you haven't noticed from the shirts I wear and things like that. So they are a divisional rival, which, you know, makes the game that much more special, especially since that's a team that almost made the Super Bowl last year. So it's a good measuring stick. The cool part is big news today is Micah Parsons trade. So it'll be interesting to see because we gave up 2 first-round picks for him. And I'm not sure if we had an extra pick or something during one of our years. Plus a player, but he is still young and he is a monster. So like this is huge. I'm excited about that to see how this actually affects him. I mean, a lot of people that make, you know, just bets and betting lines and stuff are about to really change the Packers because they think this is going to be one of those almost reminiscent of when they free agents started and they got Reggie White to come to the Packers. I remember that as a kid. That was such a huge moment. You know, and that was like that time where they started making it okay. Green Bay was, you know, not the place that you got sent as punishment. You know, it became a destination, you know, and they started winning Super Bowls again. Title Town, you know, most people don't realize, but they've won the most NFL championships by far, 14, before they started calling them Super Bowls. So, title. And before you start saying bandwagoner, no, I was born and raised in Wisconsin. We didn't leave until I was like my senior year in high school and we moved up to Alaska. So I, born and raised, live and breathe. I am an owner. I do have a share of stock. The only publicly owned team. No, it's not worth anything other than the fact that I can say technically I do own a share of the Packers. It's awesome. All right, we are almost done. There's like 30 minutes left. This has been remarkably efficient and yeah, it's not as pretty as a lot of the ones I designed. And if I had more time, I would definitely design something more, but this was I wanted to test a new concept. And in addition to that, I didn't have a lot of time to really get this up, so I'm happy that it works, that it functions the way I hoped it would. Obviously, it does take some repair, again, and not because of the zombies. This is all my fault. This is all damage I'm doing, which is crazy. Okay, here is hoping that when we're done, we got a decent amount of loot bags down there. I don't know. I haven't really been able to tell. And whereas normally I'd have a bunch of them up by the ramp or everything, because of where I'm killing them all, they should be directly below. 5 more seconds. Okay, I think we'll turn you back on now. Weird, every time that happens, I have to move around because it acts like I'm not holding the weapon. There we go. Challenge, survive 5 blood moons complete. Where was that one? Getting more things. Oh, there it is. The last one is what? Several? Very ambiguous. Okay. Alright, we're gonna head back down. We're gonna leave you running. Drop chest. So I'm gonna. This is the stuff that we got overnight. I'm gonna pick up the things that were obviously. I never used my recog. Okay, that's all stuff that was for repairs. All right, it's a decent amount of Whoa. Man, you were moving. Oh, I have a couple up there too, so we'll have to turn things off there. So, all right, we'll quickly do this. All right, that's all the loot. In the next episode, we'll kind of go through it and see what we actually came up with. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, this was another Horde night. I think it went rather well. Today, we're just going to get everything kind of situated. All the stuff, or tomorrow, I should say, we'll get everything situated. All the stuff over there, all the stuff that's crafting. And once everything's turned off, I'm probably going to actually move these around a little bit to add in a couple more of those. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave it a like. If you have not already subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you consider that as well. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.